Hey guys, welcome back. Today I want to continue talking to you guys about the Afterglow trilogy. This one is the second book in the series and it's called Perilous Light, written by Alyssa Rose Ivy. So it starts off approximately a year after they left Energo. I guess it says 368 days after that book ended. So it ended with them leaving Energo. Calvin decided to let Charlotte leave of her own free will because he didn't want to force her to stay there, even though their bond is kind of going to be difficult for them to stay apart from each other. And as we do see in the story, it is hard for Charlotte to stay away from her because she's definitely missing him, and they have this magical bond that makes them want to be together, be close to each other. They actually feed off of each other. I guess it gives them strength and stuff like that. So that's Charlotte's dealing with her own issues with that, I guess, her own withdrawal, I guess you can call it. Kevin goes off to college, and it turns out that him and one of his basketball buddies are kidnapped by some men from Energo. They tell him, stay out of the business of Energo and you won't be harmed. You know what I mean? That has nothing to do with you. Those matters do not have anything to do with you. Stay away from them and you'll be fine. They actually get word from their uncle Theodore that they are needed back in Energo, because I guess he's building a resistance against Blake, and I guess it's time for them to come back and finish it up. So they do end up going back to Energo. Their mission is to save their mom, because as we all know, in the very end of the book, James tells them, your mom isn't even dead. She's still alive, and I'm the only one who knows where she's at. So they go back into Energo to try and save her from whatever Blake has done to her. He's placed her in some sort of trance for all these years, you know. So they do end up finding her, and there's a whole bunch of issues in between that go into them finding her and releasing her from the state that she's in. They do end up losing one of her guardians, and for some reason Liam becomes a guardian, and it's kind of strange because he has no ties to Energo whatsoever, no blood ties, I guess. But I guess what they're saying is because that kiss, she kissed him all those years ago before she left to Alaska, it actually tied him to her in a way where he was able to become her guardian as well, you know what I mean, part of the guard. So that's a nice little twist, because he's always been there for her, always felt like he needed to protect her, and he actually has these growing feelings for her that he didn't realize before, but they're growing stronger and stronger now that he sees her with Calvin, and he tries to convince her, oh, you don't have to be with him because of this magical bond, just choose me, you've always loved me, da 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 da. So there's that back and forth triangle that they have going on with them as well. Now that they find her mom actually trains her, because she does need training to be the Essence, and you usually get training from the previous Essence. So her mom has a whole lot of work to do, because as we all know, Charlotte is super powerful because she's an Essence born of an Essence. They do find something else very interesting about Blake. I guess he's called what they call a cipher, where he can draw power from the Essence. They're actually connected to each other, and he can actually control her thoughts. But since she's super powerful, she's trying to fight that. So that's basically where it ends, where they're trying to find a way to defeat him, as there's no resolution to the problem in this book. It's just them basically finding her mom, them getting more people on their side for the resistance. Kevin goes off to meet people to help them as well. It's basically just collecting more people to work with them in these stories. But yeah, there's definitely more to come, more interesting stuff, more action in the next book. I will definitely talk to you guys about that one. And until next time, enjoy the adventure.